I've walked through the valleys where shadows grew tall, heard the night winds whisper, felt the darkness fall. But a voice kept calling from somewhere ahead, said, "Don't you worry, child, you're not done yet." The trail ends in light, where the river runs clear, where the pain fades away and the heart has no fear. Every step, every tear was worth the fight, 'cause the trail ends in light. I've stumbled and fallen with dust in my hands, watched dreams turn to ashes like dry desert sands. But mercy kept finding me mile after mile, and the Savior's arms waited at the end of the trial. The trail ends in light, where the river runs clear, where the pain fades away and the heart has no fear. Every step, every tear was worth the fight, 'cause the trail ends in light. When the saddle feels heavy and the night's growing cold, just remember His promise, more precious than gold. He's waiting to guide you through the last winding bend, to the home He prepared, where the journey will end. The trail ends in light, where the river runs clear, where the pain fades away and the heart has no fear. Every step, every tear was worth the fight. Yes, the trail ends in light. The trail ends in His light. I'm going home. The trail ends in light. I've walked through valleys, storms and pain, carried burdens, felt the rain. But there's a promise shining far, I'll rest where the angels play steel guitar. I'll rest where the angels play steel guitar, under heaven's light, no more scars, with sweet melodies that heal each heart. I'll rest where the angels play steel guitar.
The road was long, the nights were cold, but faith was stronger, kept my soul.
play steel guitar. Every note they play will ease my mind.
In that peaceful place, no more ties that bind.
I'll hear the music in that holy yard, where heaven sings on a steel guitar. I'll rest where the angels play steel guitar.
Under heaven's light, no more scars.
With sweet melodies that heal each heart, I'll rest where the angels play steel guitar.
And when my time has come to part,
I'll find my peace with that sweetheart. I can see it in my mind, past those pearly gates, a little white house where my grandma waits. There's a breeze in the air and the sun shining fair. Heaven's porch is rocking chairs. Heaven's porch is rocking chairs for the ones we've loved who are waiting there, where the streets are gold and the skies are clear. Heaven's porch has a rocking chairs. I'll sit there with Grandpa, talk about days gone by, watch the angels fly beneath the sapphire sky. Every tear's been dried, every heart's repaired, and heaven's porch has rocking chairs. Heaven's porch has rocking chairs for the ones we've loved who are waiting there, where the streets are gold and the skies are clear. Heaven's porch has rocking chairs. We'll sway in the breeze of amazing grace, see the Savior smile, feel His warm embrace. And when the trumpet sounds, I'll be right there on heaven's porch in a rocking chair. Heaven's porch has rocking chairs for the ones we've loved who are waiting there, where the streets are gold and the skies are clear. Heaven's porch has rocking chairs. Save me a seat, I'll be home soon. looked up to the sky one quiet evening. Clouds were drifting soft and the stars were gleaming. Then I saw his hand in the light up above. He wrote my name on a cloud with his endless love. He wrote my name on a cloud high above the rain, a promise of grace that will always remain. When the storms come and the night feels so loud, I find my hope, 'cause he wrote my name on a cloud. Through trials and heartaches I've walked many miles, but his gentle touch always brings me a smile. No fear in my soul, no need to be proud, 'cause I know I'm safe when he writes on the cloud. He wrote my name on a cloud high above the rain, a promise of grace that will always remain. When the storms come and the night feels so loud, I find my hope, 'cause he wrote my name on a cloud. One day I'll see that sky so clear and bright. He'll call me home in his holy light. Till then I'll hold on, though the world may be loud. I'm secure and loved. He wrote my name on a cloud. He wrote my name on a cloud high above the rain, a promise of grace that will always remain. When the storms come and the night feels so loud, I find my hope, 'cause he wrote my name on a cloud. He wrote my name on a cloud. He wrote my name on a cloud. The day's growing quiet, the sky's turning gold. The stories I've carried, the truths I've been told. I've walked through the valleys, I've sailed through the winds, but he'll meet me where the sunset ends. He'll meet me where the sunset ends, where the night is gone and the light begins. No more sorrow, no more sins. He'll meet me where the sunset ends. I've stumbled and wandered, I've fought and I've prayed. I've seen his mercy in the life that I've made. And when my last journey rounds that final bend, he'll be waiting where the sunset ends. sunset ends, where the night is gone and the light begins. No more sorrow, no more sins. He'll meet me where the sunset ends. I see the shore on that faraway land, and I know I'll be safe in the palm of His hand. Every mile I've traveled was worth it, my friend, for He's waiting where the sunset ends. He'll meet me where the sunset ends, where the night is gone and the light begins. No more sorrow, no more sins. He'll meet me where the sunset ends. When the last light fades, I'll see Him there. I can still hear her whisper by the old kitchen door, reading from the good book like she'd done before. Her hands worn from working, her eyes soft with care, and she'd say, "Child, the Lord will meet you there." And Grandma's voice is waiting there in that land so bright and fair, where the streets are gold and the skies are clear. Grandma's voice is waiting there. I strayed from the pathway, chased my foolish pride, but her prayers kept on following. Every step I tried, through the nights of trouble, through the weight I'd bear, I could almost hear her singing in the midnight air. Grandma's voice is waiting there in that land so bright and fair, where the streets are gold and the skies are clear. Grandma's voice is waiting there. She said, one day you'll see me past that Jordan tide. I'll be standing with Jesus just beyond the other side. Don't you worry about the journey, He'll guide you through. I'll be singing when He comes for you. Grandma's voice is waiting there in that land so bright and fair, where the streets are gold and the skies are clear. Grandma's voice is waiting there. Yes, Grandma's voice is waiting there. I'm on my way, Grandma. I can hear you calling. The road's been long, the night's so cold, but I've kept the faith like Mama told. Now the light ahead is shining clear. I can almost feel her presence near. Mama's smile is my welcome home. At the gates of pearl, I'm not alone. She's waiting there with arms so wide, tears of joy in her gentle eyes. Mama's smile is my welcome home. Every prayer she prayed still guides my way through the darkest night to the break of day. I hear her voice in a gospel song, saying, child, you've been gone too long. Mama's smile is my welcome home. At the gates of pearl, I'm not alone. She's waiting goodbye. Just the peace of heaven's sky. And the first face I'll see when my race is run is the one who raised me in the love of the sun. Mama's smile is my welcome home. At the gates of pearl, I'm not alone. She's waiting there with arms so wide, tears of joy in her gentle eyes. Mama's smile, Mama's smile is my welcome home. I've walked these roads since I was a boy. Barefoot summers, simple joys. The wind through the white blooms feels so real, like heaven's just beyond the cotton fields. Heaven's just beyond the cotton fields, where the love of the Lord is strong and real. When the sun sets low and the day is sealed, I know heaven's just beyond the cotton fields. Mama sang hymns while she worked the land. Daddy prayed with a calloused hand. And I learned young how grace can heal, that heaven's just beyond the cotton fields. Heaven's just beyond the cotton fields, where the love of the Lord is strong and real. When the sun sets low and the day is sealed, I know heaven's just beyond the cotton fields. When my work down here is finally done and I see the light of the setting sun, I'll hear the angels and I'll know it's real, that heaven's just beyond the cotton fields. Heaven's just beyond the cotton fields, where the love of the Lord is strong and real. When the sun sets low and the day is sealed, I know heaven's just beyond the cotton fields. Yes, I know heaven's just beyond the cotton fields. before the coffee brews, before the morning light, before I find the words to pray just right. I'm already there on the bedroom floor, like a habit my heart's been keeping for the Lord. Years of trouble taught me where to go when the rivers rise and the cold winds blow. And sometimes the tears fall before my eyes, 'cause my knees bow down before my mind realizes. My knees remember before I do. They know the place where the mercy's true. Before I can speak, before I can start, they're already taking my weary heart. Through every season, it's the one thing they choose. My knees remember before I do. It's more than a posture, it's a place of grace, where heaven meets this humble space. And I've learned His voice is easiest to hear when my knees have brought my soul near. My knees remember before I do. They know the place where the mercy's true. Before I can speak, before I can start, they're already taking my weary heart. Through every season, it's the one thing they choose. My knees remember before I do. When my words run dry and I've got no song, they still lead me where I belong. My knees remember before I do. They know the place where the mercy is true. Before I can speak, before I can start, they're already taking my weary heart. And when I reach heaven, I'll see it's still true. My knees remember before I do. Yes, my knees remember before I do. He packed his bags when the farm went dry, kissed his mama's cheek, tried not to cry. With a Bible in his coat and a prayer in his chest, he told the Lord, I'll follow where you think is best. The nights were cold and the miles were long, but he kept walking 'cause his faith was strong. Every step was a whisper, Lord, lead my feet down the road that his eyes just couldn't see. He trusted the road he couldn't see, through the fog, through the storms, through uncertainty. Every turn, every mile was a mystery, but he trusted the road he couldn't see. Years went by and the path made sense. Every trial felt like heaven's test. And when the final sunset came to call, he knew the road had led him home after all. Faith's not about what your eyes can find, it's walking with peace in a troubled mind. It's the light in your soul when the night is deep, and trust in the road you cannot see. He trusted the road he couldn't see, through the fog, through the storms, through uncertainty. Every turn, every mile was a mystery, but he trusted the road he couldn't see. Yeah, he trusted the road he couldn't see. I've seen plows break and fences fall, rain eat the paint off the old barn wall. I've watched good steel turn red with time, but faith still shines like the morning light. My daddy's Bible's worn and torn, pages yellow, the leather worn, but the words inside still cut right through, like the day he swore they were tried and true. Faith don't rust like iron does, it don't fade away, it don't lose its trust. Through the storms and the mud, through the years and the dust, faith don't rust like iron does. I've seen strong men bend with age, lose their step but not their praise. what the good Lord plants in the heart of man will stand when the world can't stand. The tools I hold will wear away, but the hope I hold will never decay. Every prayer's a spark that keeps the glow, even when the cold winds blow. Faith don't rise like iron does. It don't fade away. It don't lose its trust. Through the storms and the mud, through the years and the dust, faith don't rust like iron does. Yeah, faith don't rust like iron does.
Floor on the counter, hands worn thin, apron tied with a gentle grin. Mama hums a song she knows while morning sunlight softly glows. The yeast is working slow and sweet, the kitchen warm, the silence deep. And in that pause, that sacred hush, there's more than dough that starts to rush. He's there when the bread rises, in the quiet of the dawn-lit room, in the patience, in the waiting, in the stillness before the bloom. No thunder rolls, no trumpet prizes, just peace that softly fills the air. He's there when the bread rises, and I feel him standing there. Mama wipes her hands, takes a seat, folded palms and folded wheat. She says, child, faith's a lot like dough, takes some time and room to grow. I watched her watch that simple bowl, and somehow it began to glow. And not from light, but from within, like grace wrapped up in flour and tin. He's there when the bread rises, in the warmth of an old wood stove, in the hush between each heartbeat,
the promise of what's yet to show. A holy hush in small surprises, like a miracle from flower and care. He's there when the bread rises, and like he's always been right there. It don't take a church bell ringing or a crowd of voices singing. Sometimes it's in a kitchen prayer, in rising dough and love and care. He's there when the bread rises, in the waiting that teaches trust, in the hands that give and gather, in the moments that feel like dust. If you seek where love devises, just kneel where the flower flies in air. He's there when the bread rises. Yes, the Lord is always there. I was driving home on a Monday night, rain hitting hard in the dashboard light. My heart was heavy, I'd been gone too long from the one who'd been calling me home all along. Didn't take no steeple, didn't take no choir, just a whisper of love through a windshield wiper. Grace don't wait for Sunday, it meets you where you are, in a broken down truck or a midnight bar. You don't need a hymn book, you don't need a pew, just an open heart and He'll come to you. Oh, grace don't wait for Sunday, it's been running every day for you. Saw a man at the diner with tear-stained hands, said, "Preacher, I ain't fit for His promised land." I told him, "Friend, you don't have to earn His love. It's been chasing you down from heaven above. You can bow your head right here, right now. A church can be midnight bar. You don't need a hymn book, you don't need a pew, just an open heart and He'll come to you. Oh, grace don't wait for Sunday, it's been running every day It's in the hands that hold you when you're too weak to stand. It's in the footprints when there's only one in the sand. You can find it in the quiet, you can find it in the storm. It's the reason a sinner's heart gets reborn. Grace don't wait for Sunday, it meets you where you are, in a lonely old cell or a beat-up car. You don't need a sermon, you don't need a stage, just a will and soul and an empty page. Oh, grace don't wait for Sunday, it's been running every day for you. Yeah, grace don't wait for Sunday, it's been waiting every day for you.
I was lost in the night, couldn't find my way, worn out from the fight, with no words to pray. But mercy came running like a river wide, and love reached down, pulled me to his side.
When the storms will rage and the shadows fall, I'd feel his arms stronger than them all.
He lifted my heart when I thought it would burst. I hold on now, 'cause he held me first. I hold on, 'cause he held me first. Through my darkest valley, through my deepest thirst. Before I could stand, before I could see, he was holding my soul, he was carrying me through the trials and the blessings, the best and the worst. I hold on, 'cause he held me first.
Now the road's still long, but my step is sure. His grace is my anchor, his love my cure.
And when the day comes that my labor is done, I'll walk into glory, 'cause he's already won. I hold on, 'cause he held me first. Through my darkest valley, through my deepest thirst. Before I could stand, before I could see, he was holding my soul, he was carrying me through the trials and the blessings, the best and the worst. I hold on, 'cause he held me first. Before my first breath, he called me his own, and I've never once had to walk alone. I hold on, 'cause he held me first. Through my darkest valley, through my deepest thirst. before I could stand, before I could see. He was holding my soul, He was carrying me. When I see His face, my heart will burst. I'll hold on, 'cause He held me first. Yes, I hold on, 'cause He held me first.
The morning starts with bacon in the pan. Mama hums a hymn, towel in her hand. The sunlight hits the window just right, and coffee brews slow, and grace fills the light. Crackling sounds and a whisper of praise. She says God's been good all my days. Biscuits rise like mercy on a tray. In that kitchen, I learned how to pray. The sizzle sounds like glory in that quiet dawn. Heaven in the skillet where the Lord came on. Every snap and pop like angels singing true. In the gospel of breakfast, He's there too. Yes, the sizzle sounds like glory, pure and Daddy's boots by the back porch door. Crumbs of Sunday left on the floor. We didn't have much, but faith was strong. And that old frying sound kept us going on. Some folks find God in a steeple tall, but I found Him near the kitchen wall. In the love, the grease, and the grace I knew, the Savior showed up in sausage too. The sizzle sounds like glory in that humble place. Anointing poured from a cast iron grace. Every crack and hiss, a hymn so true. Breakfast prayers and the sky so blue. Oh, the sizzle sounds like glory, me and you. So when the morning's quiet and hearts are sore, I hear Him in the skillet once more. And I smile, 'cause deep down I see the sound of glory cooking up in me. It sat on the shelf by Grandma's old chair. Leather all faded, pages worn bare. Haven't heard it opened in quite a few years, but it still holds the echoes of joyful tears. She'd hum Amazing Grace with her eyes closed tight, as the evening sun spilled that golden light. That hymn book saw hands both strong and frail. Now the dust on that cover tells a quiet tale. The dust on that hymn book tells a tale of prayers whispered low and faith that never failed, of callous fingers turning to Psalm 23, of a house full of music and sweet harmony. Yeah, it's more than a book, it's a holy trail. The dust on that hymn book tells a tale.
It's been to funerals, weddings and storms, cradled in arms, tired and warm. I once found a flower pressed between the lines, beside how great thou art in fading signs.
Now I sing alone on this creaking floor, but her voice still floats through that screen door. I dust it off slow with a trembling hand, and sing those old songs just like we planned. 'Cause the dust on that hymn book tells a tale of a love so fierce and a grace that prevailed, of hands that clung tight through sorrow and song, of a faith that held steady, steady and strong. It's more than a book, it's a sacred veil. The dust on that hymn book tells a tale. So don't mind the dust, let the stories remain, of voices that rose in sun and in rain. That old hymn book still sings without fail. The dust on that hymn book tells a tale. Sun breaks through a dusty morn. I lace my boots, the day is born. Climb on up to that old green seat, where steel and prayer and earth all meet. The engine hums, the gravel flies, a symphony 'neath rural skies, and every bump and every shake, I feel him in each turn I take. He rides in the
tractor rattle, through cornfield hymns and battle. In every row that I laid down, I hear his voice in fertile ground. Not just in pews or chapel lights, he's with me in these farming nights. He rides in the tractor rattle, strong and kind. The cab gets hot, my shirt sticks tight, but mercy rides in morning light. A whispered prayer between the gears, he answers through the working years. When the world feels rough and dry, he rains grace from a silent sky. Through diesel clouds and turning blades, he walks with me through field and fade. He rides in the tractor rattle, with dusty boots and cattle. His gospel comes in sweat and soil, in honest hands and faithful toil. No steeple needed where he dwells. He's in the roar, the dust, the smells. He rides in the tractor rattle, heart and soul. So when the daylight starts to fall and I lean back through it all, I know he's near, not far above. He's in the land, the life, the love. Yes, he rides in the tractor rattle every There's a hush inside the dining room. The sun slips low, the candles bloom. Napkins folded, plates in place. Grandma whispered, slow down, say grace. It ain't just food on china fine, it's a piece of heaven poured in time. You feel the hush, you feel it slowly. The table's set for something holy. There's fried chicken, greens, and homemade rolls, and stories told from worn down souls. But even laughter takes a bow when someone says, let's pray now. Hands are joined with bowed down heads, tears mix in with words they said. A sacred pause, and oh, it shows me the table's set for something holy. It's not a church, but love's prepared. A little heaven in the kitchen air, with every dish a silent vow to live with grace, to live somehow. More than food or memory solely, the table's set for something holy. Now I'm the one who sets the spread. The old wood creaks creaks beneath my tread. My grandkids laugh like I once did, and I see God in every kid. I warm the bread, I pour the tea, but I serve more than they can see. Faith and love passed down so lowly, the table set for something holy. No need for steeples or stained glass light when hearts are fed and souls made right. His Spirit's here, not far, not solely. The table's set for something holy. It's not a church, but it feels like grace when you break bread in a sacred place. Each hand held tells a humble story. The table set for something holy. So come on in, there's room to spare. A seat for love, a seat for prayer. You might just find unknowingly the table set for something holy. It's 6 a.m. and I hear her hum as the morning starts to stir. Barefoot in that old house coat, moving like a prayer. The coffee's strong, the biscuits rise, the bacon hits the pan, and heaven fills the kitchen like only mercy can. The frying pan's a sacred sound, like a hymn on Sunday morn. It sings of grace and gratitude from lives a bit well worn. She don't preach with fancy words, no choir in the room, but love is in the sizzle and the smell of warm perfume. Yeah, holiness is all around. The frying pan's a sacred sound. She flips the eggs with reverence, like she's done 10,000 times, and hums how great thou art between the clatter and the chimes. I sit there at the table with my Bible and my heart, knowing breakfast is a blessing and this woman is God's art. The frying pan's a sacred sound, the gospel crackling clear, a psalm in every buttered bite, the Spirit drawing near. She feeds the soul with scrambled faith, with toast and quiet grace, and I feel the Lord beside me in this small and holy place. Yeah, you don't need a church downtown, the frying pan's a sacred sound. Some folks hear him in the thunder or a sermon well rehearsed, but I've heard him in her laughter and the way she loves me first. In the hush before the sunrise, in the rhythm of her hand, where morning light and bacon meet, I come to understand. The frying pan's a sacred sound, and breakfast is a prayer, A daily act of love divine, served fresh with tender care. He walks across this checkered floor in gravy and in grace, and every bite reminds me this kitchen is his place. Yeah, blessings rise when love is found. The frying pan's a sacred sound. Not all altars are made of stone. Some are cast iron and smell like home.